And we're back with Remco. Copyright violation, go! It has been a long wait, probably too long, I'll admit. But it doesn't really matter right now because we're finally here. The big kahuna itself, the mother of all races. Welcome to the Indianapolis 500. As I've teased all the way back in round 1, for this race we're going to use a completely different car set from the ones that we've used until now. So let's check it out. Naturally, we're starting off with Remco. And just for this race, we're sporting a brand new livery with sponsor Fujifilm rather than Snap-on. As for the others, we're starting with Jacques Villeneuve, the guy who won the thing, despite at one point being 2 laps down. Christopher Fittipaldi is next on a very impressive race for him. Then we have Bobby Rahal, who in 1995 broke a streak of good, bad, good years. In 1992 he finished second, in 1993 he did not even qualify, and in 1994 he finished third after being landed at an engine and a chassis from Penske. Not the Mercedes-Benz 500i, but a normal-ass Ilmor engine. Also, another neat thing that this car set has is that all the cars are showed in the way they finished the actual race in. So, that would mean Villeneuve won the race, Fittipaldi came second, and then Bobby Rahal third. Then we have Eliseo Salazar, Robbie Gordon, Mauricio Gugelmin. Then we have Aaron Leindak on a Team Menards car. And fun fact, he ended up being the last ever driver driving a Menard that completed all the 500 miles, by unlapping himself in the final lap. And by that I mean, he unlapped himself just as he was crossing the line. 1985 winner Denny Sullivan in his last ever Indianapolis 500. Then we have perennial backmarker Hiro Matsushita, who actually did pretty well in this race by finishing 10th. Then it's Alessandro Zampedri. Roberto Guerrero on a one-off, running up the top 12. Then we have Brian Herta, who actually started the race all the way back in last place because he crashed the car used to qualify and had to use a spare one. Then we have Hideshi Matsuda, who I think was the highest classified Japanese driver in 500 history before Hideki Muto and Takuma Sato. Then we have Scott Braden, the 1995 and 1986 pole sitter, but he would never start the 96 event due to a crash during practice runs that unfortunately claimed his life. Then we have Andrew Ribeiro, Scott Pruitt, Raul Boesel, Adrian Fernandez. Then there's Jimmy Vasser. Then we have another one-off in Davy Jones, Paul Tracy. Then we have Michael Andretti, who I think dominated a good chunk of the first half of the race before Andretti curse kicked in and retired before lap 100. Then we have Scott Sharp on a one-off for AJ Foyt, Buddy Lazier, the 1996 Indianapolis 500 winner, our countryman Eric Bachelard. Then there's Gilles de Ferran in his first ever Indianapolis 500, and then there's Stan Fox, who, as I've said in round 1, is more famous for that humongous accident he had on lap 1 that eventually killed his career. And then there's Eddie Cheever, Linson James, and Carlos Guerrero, who were all involved in this Stan Fox crash. And now let's talk about some of the drivers that did not make the grid, the biggest ones being the Penske duo of Al Unser Jr. and Emerson Fittipaldi. I will come back to Little Al during the race. Then there's Marco Greco, Dean Hall, and Frank Ferrone to round up the lineup, here misspelled as Frank Freon. And with that finally out of the way, see you in the race. And we're starting the Indy 500 on pole position. And that's the easy part done. Now comes the hard part. As per usual, let's go to the garage. Alright. Okay, let's do this. F10. So we have ourselves, Scott Goodyear, and Jacques Villeneuve, second and third. And Goodyear in second is not that far from the truth, considering that he qualified in third in real life. Actually, let me get to the back stretch. There we go. And fuel status screen, because for this race we have to pit at least once. Alright, turn 3 is done. And there's turn 4. The safety car is pulling into the pits. Okay, and the Indianapolis 500 is underway. That was a messy start that I wanted it to be, but okay. Now, don't go hero in turn 1, because heavy car and cold tires. Oh god. There we go. Alright, there we go. And that's lap number 1 done. Oh boy, okay. Alright then. Oh, and shout out to GP Labs for the his Indianapolis 500 stream that he did. The lucky bastard got Paul Page to do the intro for him, by the way. Or rather, he actually had a user of his Discord server, one user of his Discord server, to call Paul Page himself to do an intro. God, I'm envious. Alright, 3.7 seconds away from Villeneuve. I can still not attack the corners as I want. Okay. Ooh, that's very low. .6 seconds from Villeneuve. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay. First contact with the Indy walls. Don't make it a second. Okay. Yeah, to slow down there. Alright then. Oh, and of course, shout out to Pavel69 for creating this track. This will go basically without Pavel, half the series would not even happen. Eight seconds now. Okay, there was a light tap there. Okay. Alright, I'm starting to see some lap cars. 10 seconds from Villeneuve now. And those should be... Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, okay. Alright. One should be Matsushita, the other is Bachelard, I think. Oh, it's David Jones! Okay. The other was Matsushita. And now, who is this? Aston Fox. Hey, okay. And there's Bachelard. There you go. Pass our countryman. Okay, no way I'm actually going to try and overtake here. Even though Bachelard is from Wallonia, I think, and Remco is Flemish. And that should be Salazar and Matsuda. Yeah. Alright. Okay, very good, very good. How much time did I lose from Villeneuve? 14 seconds. 10 laps in the record books already. Past Sharp and I think Vassar. Okay, I need to slow down. That should be the Farron. It is. And Johansson. Now we've lost some time. We're 14 seconds now, we're 13.7. Okay, no way in physical hell I'm going to attempt something here. Alright. Past Sullivan and past one of the Menard cars. 38 to go. And I'm going to guess Villeneuve is now having trouble with the lap cars because we went from 14 seconds to 16. And that is Lyondike. That should be Gugelmin. Past Mauricio. 37 to go. So, I promised I'd talk about Alan Sir Jr. and Scott Goodyear, didn't I? Right, so, the biggest story of the 1995 Indianapolis 500 was that neither Penske cars qualified for the race. Actually, they struggled a lot in qualifying after the loophole in the USAC regulations that allowed the Mercedes-Benz 500i to exist was closed down. Penske struggled, had to go back to the normal IMOR engine and struggled during qualifying. Not qualifying did not affect anyone psychologically more than Alan Sir Jr. did. Because non-qualifying for that year's 500 effectively changed Little Al's life for the worst. He became an alcoholic, his marriage completely exploded. Then came all the arrests for DUI, domestic violence, and even reckless driving, amongst other things. And what's the sad part is that he apparently hasn't fully recovered from it. Because most recently in 2018, just before the 500, the one that Simon Pagenaud won, he got arrested on charges of DUI for the 4th time. Okay. Ooh, I felt the car light there. And seeing how Little Al's life apparently still hasn't recovered, even almost 30 years after, is not gonna say it honestly. It's sad. It's really sad. during the draw presentations, I said Bobby Rahal managed to get fourth by third at that year's 500 by using a chassis and an engine given to him by Penske. 1995, the same thing happened in 1995, but with the roles reversed. Penske got some Lola chassis from Rahal. In an attempt to improve qualifying, but like Rahal, those things did not work. And that actually caused possibly one of the greatest liveries of all time, and that is seeing two Penske drivers driving a Miller Lite themed, Miller Genuine Draft actually, themed livery, but with the Marlboro logos plastered all over it. And same thing for the 1994 Rahal cars that had a Marlboro paint scheme, but with the Miller decals all over it. All right. All right. There we go. 27 laps to go. Almost halfway there. Okay. Now the car should actually feel like I can punch it through the corners. Yep, I can now. There we go. I've gone to that point. It's not gonna last very long, so might as well enjoy while it lasts. And we are the halfway point. Okay. Okay, don't even try. Alright. Past. I think that's Scott Braden. I think I saw 40. Scott Braden is the 40, and Buddy Lazier should be the 60. And here's Hero. And amazingly enough, I still haven't lapped Villeneuve. I have lapped Matsushita 3 times by now, but I still haven't lapped Villeneuve. And there's Lyondike and Davy Jones. 23 to go. All right. Ooh, fuck. Okay, I felt the car light there. There we go, past Kugelman. And what should be Lazier? Can I? I think I can. Yeah, I can. Okay, there we go. There we go. Very good. And no, I haven't forgotten about Scott Goodyear. I think I'm going to talk about him once the stint is done. 21 to go. Right, past Christian Fittipaldi and Fox. So 6 more laps, apparently. 20 laps to go. Oh, I think I'm seeing Villeneuve. I saw a light blue car, that should be Villeneuve. Okay, not even... There we go. Alright, past Bachelard and Zampedri. That's Villeneuve. 19 to go. 5 more laps before the pit. Oh, okay. Ooh, yellow flag. Oh shit! Well, that's how it ends. And so, Jacques Villeneuve wins the Indianapolis 500. Second is Eddie Cheever, third is Jimmy Vasser, and then is Goodyear, Pruitt, Andretti, Brayton, Guerrero, Boisel, Rahal, Fabi, and Paul Tracy rounds up the top 12. On your screen are the championship standings after the race, and our next stop is the Pretty Cure 20th Anniversary 250 at Milwaukee. So, if you like this video, give it a like. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe and click on the notification bell so you get it when the next video drops. I have nothing else to say other than see you next video, everybody. This is Alpha, signing out.